Good morning from the Pompey Observatory. In this video I describe how I went about building a SkyCam, starting with a security camera, 16 megapixel, that I picked up off Amazon for 30 bucks. Very quickly discovered that the sensor is not good enough for nighttime viewing, which defeats the whole purpose. So I turned to an ASI715MC, which I had bought for my big telescope, and it did not serve the purpose. It's a bit too slow to allow for planetary imaging, but it is high resolution. It's an 8 megapixel. However, the camera that came with it is a 2.1 millimeter fisheye, which only gives about 120 degrees of view. So I was able to switch the lens from the 16 megapixel security camera board and put it on the ASI715, and when I first tested it, it gave me my 180 degree views. However, there was a lot of red around here because of the color of the camera. Following my good friend's advice, Palouse, I did a patch-up job of painting it black with a matte black to see if that will solve the problem, and actually it did. Next, it was a matter of putting it above the house. I got a 30-foot flagpole. The nice thing about getting a flagpole is you don't pay sales tax on it because it is a flagpole. And I put an angle bracket to hold the camera, and you can see the patch-up paint job. That's how I fastened it to the pole. I'm a big fan of hose clamps. They serve a very good purpose, and I use them everywhere I can. This is the camera seen from above. I got a dome, an acrylic dome, to allow me to look through. Again, picked this up off Amazon. The dome cost more than the camera, but that's a different discussion. And finally, at the very bottom of the pole, of course I used hose clamps again, but I used a door hinge, and that allowed me to swing the pole all the way down, lay it on the ground, work on it, and then raise it back up without having to worry about lifting it vertically. Actually, that door hinge was a saver in many ways. I tied it with pull ties, with the bungee cords to the house, and then up here I used another hose clamp to keep it from falling. And the bungee cords provided some dampening, but not enough for the winds. That's how far up it goes. I had to determine how tall the pole had to be to clear the house, and 30-foot pole indeed cleared the house. And there is the cable going into the window. Never had any problem with water flowing in, so we're good on that front. And that's what it looked like seen from below. The big question, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. What kind of images does it give? First, it's extremely sharp focus. You can tell from the barren trees and those that have leaves on them that it is a very good focus. It will certainly show the snow on the glass dome, on the acrylic dome, no doubt about that. All attempts to melt the snow have failed so far. Acrylic is an incredibly good insulator, heat insulator. So any thought of putting heat inside the plastic would not have made it through. And any attempt to put anything on the outside would have ruined the image. So I decided to leave that part alone. It will certainly show the sun. I have it up day and night, 24/7, and I have not had any problem with the sun. I also found a way to add a timestamp to it using OBS Studio, and that proved very useful. As the sun sets to the west, this is our east, north is up, south is bottom, is below, and this is east and west. As the sun sets to the west, we can start seeing the brighter planets. This is Jupiter, this is Mars, and finally in the dark we can see lots of constellations. Of course, the Big Dipper, pointing to Polaris, Cassiopeia, Orion, and Betelgeuse has not gone nova yet. We have used Betelgeuse, we have used the SkyCam repeatedly to keep an eye on Betelgeuse. This is Jupiter, that is Mars with the neighbors of Castor and Pollux. And our good friend in Florida, John, uses my SkyCam to check on TCRB whenever it's cloudy in Florida and clear here. And this is my neighbor's driveway light, which allows me to align the camera from east to west to north. Now, right here is the most pleasant thing that I have about this camera, and that is the Pleiades, the seven sisters. I can actually zoom in and see the seven stars. That's how clear the acrylic is, and that's how good the sensor is, the ASI715. So that's it. My SkyCam is up 24/7, except when the computer crashes or when the internet goes down or when we have power outages. So come and visit us and check it out. So long from Pompey Observatory.